All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mr. Benjamin, and I'm the presidential candidate of the fictional Common Sense People's Party. Now, I titled this video, All Nigerians Must Watch, because I believe as citizens we have played politics along party lines to the point that a politician in Nigeria can literally have the ATM card to our foreign reserves, squander everything inside, and he will get away with it hiding under tribe and religion. We have become that gullible, and that has to stop. We have played politics to the point that we forget that we have a country to protect. And my joy is every criticism of this present administration that I'm going to show you in this video came from Yorubas. So this is no longer about tribe. Nigeria is sinking and it needs to be saved. First of all, watch this video by Chief Adetokunbo Pears, where he called this administration a disaster. See him.
Unless the president goes there, we will not really get the benefit of the oil that is produced in this country. This is the point. This is all it's about. It has nothing to do. You know, when people say subsidy, it's like something out of the blues. It is nothing. The question of the price of oil is what we're talking about. How do we get the price of oil to the point where it is affordable and we not destroy the economy? That is the issue. How do we do that? Go to NNPCL, Mr. President.
You haven't answered that question.
Find out what is going on there.
Do you think we should go back to the subsidy regime and then come to this agenda you're talking about?
No. You cannot be going back and forth. We need to solve this problem. The only way you solve the problem, and the problem is this: the cost of pump oil is too expensive for our economy. Now, how do you bring the price of oil to the point where it is affordable? What do? Go to NNPCL and find out the wastage, the inefficiency, the corruption there. If you curb that, you will not have this problem. It will be reduced. Democracy is a job in progress. It's never complete. And you're right. The president doesn't know everything. I, frankly, am very disappointed in TINUBU, very disappointed. I thought he understood economics. Now I realize he's just a bookkeeper.
How do you mean bookkeeper?
Because bookkeeper is an accountant. He's an accountant. He collects money, accounts for it, but to develop business, to develop the economy, takes a business mind. Somebody who has run industry before, employers, employees, understand the give and take in business. Evidently, he doesn't know it, and he's not listening to advice, because what is going on now is a disaster.
So when you say
it's a disaster.
You heard him. He said the economy needs a person who has a business mind for it to develop. And who is that person, if not His Excellency Peter Obi? Then he talked about probing the corruption in NNPC and the subsidy regime. That's exactly what Obi said he would do. TINUBU doesn't know all that, and that is why he's a disaster, and the judiciary must do justice to save this country. Now, the next video I'm going to show you is the video of a renowned economist, Paul Alaje, a very reputable one worldwide, and he clearly pointed out that the Nigerian economy was drowning. And everything he said we needed to do to revive our economy were the things Peter Obi told us for free during his campaigns. But before I show you that video, look at this. The wife of Dapo Abiodun, Ogun State Governor, has come out to confess that TINUBU is putting Nigerians through scary, difficult times. Look at it there. The wife of Ogun State Governor. This is no longer about tribalism. People are now coming out to say the truth because the nation is sinking. Now look at what is happening at the National Assembly. Look at it. Akpabio orders 4 Lexus SUVs for 1 billion naira. Then the Speaker, Abbas, the Speaker of the House of Rep, corners 9.5 billion naira contract. The 500 billion naira palliative, where they say they won't give people, it has been looted by principal officers and no questions will be asked. This is where this country is descending into now. That's why we are saying the judiciary must save this country. It has never been this bad. Now, let me show you the clip by economist Paul Alaje, where he gave a very scary breakdown of the Nigerian economy, how it was sinking. And every solution he proffered were the things that Peter Obi told us for free during his campaign. Check out the video.
What it means is that instead of using lower amount of naira to pay back for every dollar, we now need even more money, which means government needs to look for more, either in taxation or part of the revenue realized from crude or money realized from custom duties will be used to service monies that have been borrowed simply because we want the atmosphere to appear that all is well. Meanwhile, in the real sense, all is nowhere. That is why audit is important. The challenge ahead may be more, because in recent time, we saw the floating of naira. In the real sense, what we saw was the devaluation of naira. The implication and expectation was that we are going to have investors come to Nigeria. The question is, 2 months going, third month, after that policy has been made, rather than having Federal Reserve impacted positively by having increase in our Federal Reserve total, what we are seeing is that the Federal Reserve is even getting more emaciated. And don't be surprised when the original thing, the real thing we should do is to create have an healthy reserve. Most of the time, what people say is, whenever your reserve is going down or you notice that you are not able to perform your obligation, the next thing you do is to devalue. So each time we devalue, in the mid-80s, we devalued. 90s, we devalued. Early 2000s, we devalued. In 2007 to 2010, we devalued. Under President Buhari, we devalued. President TINUBU, our devaluation is even more than 50%. Here is it. Should we continue to practice the same method and hope that things will be better? Are we not even exporting anything at all? So with all of this going on, why should we then say we devalue? Here is the real argument. Each time you devalue and you have not provided a substitute for what your population is buying, then you are telling your people to continue in agony, in pains, in hunger, in deprivation. This is because devaluation is a quick fix approach to solving FX challenge. The truth is that if people must still buy basic things that the economy does not produce, that due to inadequate power supply, manufacturing sector is not functioning, due to insecurity and logistic problem, farmers could not produce sufficiently what will be enough for the population, we still have to import food into the country. Then when you devalue, you are only postponing the evil day. Unfortunately, a football match is 90 minutes, which seems to be on the 80th minute, 10 minutes to go. How much can we do now with devaluation? Even if we devalue up to 1,000, 2,000 naira, if we don't chase the elephant, address what the elephant in the room, the big elephant in the room, which of course is production, which of course is infrastructural development, no matter quick fix approach that we adopt, I'm sorry, we might not have that solution come. So this is what the president and his team, and what the quick fixes approach don't work. What we need to do is, can we focus on production? And I would be very happy if President Bola Tinubu, we think and rethink this economy to say what we need for our population is production, manufacturing, plantation, large-scale farming. It's not going to come by quick fixes of devaluing the naira. We have done that. What has changed?
Wow. Wow, what a powerful economic breakdown. And from this breakdown, you can clearly see that the handlers of the economy, the people in charge now, the APC, they don't know what to do. They'll only plunge Nigeria into more misery. They are totally in the dark. Look at how this guy, Paul Alaje, destroyed all the policies that they have made so far. And he kept on saying production. Production is the solution to the economic woes of Nigeria. And Obi kept saying he wanted to move Nigeria from consumption to production. And finally, let me appeal to two sets of people. Number one, those of you who are APC supporters who watch my videos. Please, let us be honest. It is very clear that your party does not have what it takes to take this country out of this quagmire. You have tried it for 8 years, and in less than 3 months of Tinubu, you have seen that things are bound to even be worse than they were under Buhari. And we are saying we have played this political game enough. Let us put it aside now and try to rescue the only country that we have. When we finish achieving the minimum, which is putting the right man in office, we can return to being party men and party women. Then secondly, let me appeal to the judiciary. Please, we know say una dey hear all these things wey we dey talk. Even the ones wey we dey write for Twitter, you people are saying it. And we appeal to you to be true to your calling. Una don dey do wuru-wuru for a long time. The people know they talk. But this time around, the country is on a brink, and we are appealing to you to be true to your calling. No one is asking you for a favor. We are saying pass judgment according to the dictates of the Constitution and of the electoral law. Issues like 25% in the FCT are not debatable. So please, make una do the right thing for the sake of those of us wey dey this country now, and for the sake of the children yet unborn. But until then, make I still enter town. Make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because of una na I dey here. So don't go away.